So, younger people, we talk about them in terms of animals. They're monkeying around, they're horsing around. There's a pack of kids out there in the hall. We can't corral them into Sunday school. You need a whip and a chair. They chewed that last teacher up and spit him out. Or we talk about them as aliens. And that, why do they do that to their hair? What kind of music is that? What in the world is going on with that guy? Why doesn't she put more clothes on? And the same questions we ask about people we see in National Geographic magazine. And they are not us. And we hire a youth pastor, hear this, because a youth pastor speaks their language. And we break them up into builders and boomers and all that stuff. And when God looks at us, I would say he sees a generation that is alive right now. And that we are the family of God, adopted by our Father. That's X equals Y. We tend to think of young people as animals and aliens. What I'm arguing is that we need to begin to think of young people as orphans, because they think of themselves as orphans. All of those movie characters, Harry Potter, Spider-Man, Superman, Frodo, Luke Skywalker, Anakin Skywalker, and Batman, and those... The young people know these older people are going, who are they? Because Hollywood knows young people go to movies. All those characters, and all those characters, and all those characters are orphans, 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 orphans. And if you go to Gravity, watch. Mothership, destroyed. Baby, hanging by a cord in space. It's a powerful image in this culture. And yet, we're supposed to be an adoptive family as the church. And if we can stop being organizations and become an intentionally adoptive family that will reach out to orphans, whether they're 55 years old or whether they're 8 years old, then everything begins to change. Our adult roles, we tend to think in X equals Y currently that our believing adults are guards. We call them the old guard. And they protect the church from the animals who will chew up the furniture, and we keep them away from the organ, and we keep them away from all that stuff. But what orphans hope for is a wise guide. And so if you begin to convince your older people they need to step out of the guarding mode and move into guiding mode, things begin to change. Harry Potter, Spider-Man, well, Harry Potter has Dumbledore. Spider-Man has Aunt May that's cut off on the left side. Superman has the Kents who adopted him. Frodo has Gandalf. Luke Skywalker has has Obi-Wan Kenobi. Anakin Skywalker has Qui-Gon Jinn, is that right? Thank you. And Batman has Alfred. And on and on and on. Neo has Morpheus, and so on and so forth. And all of that, what that wise guy does is connect them first to a community. So Harry Potter gets connected to Hogwarts School, then to an identity. Harry Potter gets to be the boy who lived, the one. And he gets a new power in his wizardry, and he gets a new destiny to face Voldemort. Luke Skywalker gets a new community in the Rebels, a new identity as a Jedi Knight, a new power in the Force, and a new destiny to face Darth Vader. And Jesus came to a guy named Simon, connected him to a community in the early church, an identity, no longer a fisherman, now a fisher of men, no longer Simon, now Peter, and connected him to a power in the Holy Spirit and a destiny to be the rock on which the church is built.